Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. The Ring 6, January 31st. Click the link in the description to buy now and get 5% off the pay-per-view when you enter this code at checkout.
Colin McGuigan, IFLTV, Teddy Atlas. We're here for the Ring Awards, but we're also here for a massive fight week in Teofimo Shakur. How do you see that fight going?
Which fight?
Teofimo and Shakur.
Listen, to me, you got to start with Teofimo's mindset. I mean, he's a terrifically talented fighter, but he can be hot and cold. And I think the hot and cold isn't really attached to his physical abilities or condition. I think it's mental. I think, is he in a mental good place? Is he mentally in a good place? I think that, I don't know if we know that for sure, but when he's in mentally a good place, he's a hell of a fighter. I think that what's interesting about this is that he might be the first fighter that Shakur has ever faced that can match him athletically. Speed, quickness, and surpass him in power. But match him with hand speed and leg speed. So that makes it very interesting. I'll tell you something that nobody would dare to say because it sounds ludicrous. But I think if look, Shakur's terrific. And he looked great in his last fight. But I think that if Teo is right mentally, he could possibly outbox Shakur. Nobody would think that.
What makes you say that?
Because of what I just said, his athleticism. He can match him athletically. And he's got a good enough IQ of this sport in the ring where I think that he could, if he has the right strategy, and he's right mentally, I said that already, but he could actually make Shakur come out of his comfort zone and have to come forward, which is really not his forte. His forte is to be a great defensive fighter, turn defense into offense, and be a great counterpuncher. He could maybe make him come, get off, get out, use his legs, and maybe put the emphasis on Shakur to have to go take the risk. That would be interesting.
There's another fight that's been announced today, Chisora against Wilder. Two guys coming to the end. What do you make of that fight?
I just don't want to see nobody get hurt. I think that, I love Chisora. He's one of my favorite people in the sport, to be quite frank. He's a warrior in every way that you can be a warrior. Every way. And when you think he's done, he surprises you a little bit. But with older guys. But I love him. And, of course, Wilder, the great right hand. But both of them are old. And Wilder has shown he has shown erosion in his last few fights. Chisora, of course, has pulled off a surprise here and there, but I mean they're well into Chisora's into his 40s. They both are, and they've got a lot of miles on their odometers. They've taken punches, and my concern is that. I mean, it might turn out to be a great fight because their skill levels are eroded. Really, I mean, it might turn out to be rock'em sock'em, for as long as it's rock'em sock'em. That happens sometimes. Ali and Frazier, two of the greatest, iconic. When they fought in Manila, they were well past themselves as far as physically, being great fighters. But because they were, their characters still remained, and it became a great fight.
Well, Teddy Atlas, appreciate your time on IFLTV as always. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. The Ring 6, January 31st. Click the link in the description to buy now and get 5% off the pay-per-view when you enter this code at checkout.